Our goals, since our area is touristic, is first of all, of course, to promote our area, the Italian Riviera, as a premier film production destination, to educate our spectators and make them aware of our local culture, people, cuisine, and everything. Drive tourism to the Italian Riviera locations that are used to film or set the project, whatever project it is, a movie, a doc, a video game. We can be your partners if projects are suitable and compatible with the following issues. Projects have to be already financed at least for the 50% and or have a distribution deal already in place. The story must be set in the area. The movie, or documentary, whatever, has to enhance the Italian Riviera's locations, culture and historical heritage. Local places have to be nominated either in the dialogues or in the title or shown within the shots. Frequently asked question, do you give money? Our answer, give us a story. Our film commission operates as a liaison to connect with local investors. Fundings can be found through a territorial product placement. Involving in the project contents, topics or products of the area can raise the interest of our local public institution, bank, foundation or private investors. This is what I was telling you about. We put a content library on our website where there is a list of all these topics that can be interesting for us to finance. And it was created especially for writers and producers in order to point out those territorial products which could help raising fundings. This is a case history of a movie that we handled. It was Incat, fantasy film. And this is the visibility we got, just giving the incentives, free locations and everything that you heard until now. We were listed in the movie credits, in the special thanks. Name of the town was in the dialogue, so they were saying, we go to Alassio in the dialogue. It was the locations, even if it was a fantasy film, were completely identifiable and visible on screen. And the official press release of the production had our name and the names of the locations. And in the national press, all the locations were nominated in the articles. This is what we would like to get back when a production comes to work with us. Visibility, basically. These were the main locations of the movie. As you can see, they were able to shoot. They came to us just because they wanted to do establishing shot for 1 week. Then they ended up to shoot all the movie there, the 70–80% of the movie, so they stayed for 2 months. Because they were not only beautiful locations, but they were all close to each other. There were 400 people of crew and 40 trucks, so they were able to concentrate in a very small area all the production. If they stayed there instead of a week, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, it means that it was also convenient. Not because this is the feedback. The executive producer from Inkert, as you can read yourself, I was very helpful for them, of course. We helped to find all the locations, and it's not only a matter of choosing the location, but it's also a matter of proposing a good package. It's not convenient and easy. And we were able, of course, to give some financial contribution in terms of facilities and no taxes of no kind. I show you how the movie was made quickly. This is an abandoned town that was falling apart. It's the same as History Channel shot. It's a ghost town. It's only 8 kilometers from the coast. And on the original town, that's a natural state, they built a stage, as you can see on the right. And the final result was made in post-production. So it's possible to make fantasy films and I guess also video games in this way. And we would like to propose our locations for video games. You didn't need to come and shoot there. We can send you all our digital archive. Again, here, this construction in the town. If you see the movie, you will notice how much better is the real location than the studio. They added portions of architecture. The movie was with Ellen Mirren, Paul Bettany, Brendan Fraser. Came out in 75 countries in the world. Sorry, I skipped someone. Okay. And this is a Balestrino, the ghost town location, rebuilt in Shepperton Studios to make the special effects and digital effects, all those things that they made. So they brought up there stones, plants, people, our extras. You see, this is the town rebuilt, and the one that on the lower side is special effects. And on the blue screen they had our digital shots of our landscapes. But this was only 20% of the movie, not much. The easy faces you can find in our area, these are our local extras. They would do anything to be on the set. They're very cheap. They would pay you to be on the set again. I mean, it's an area where nobody ever shot, so they're very, very ready to do this. Now they're also famous because they acted with Ellen Mirren. So this is a beautiful town where I also shot part of the movie. This was chosen instead of Portofino. The Portofino is much more expensive than this. And they shot on November. They shot for 8 weeks with not a drop of rain on November. That was incredible. That's it, I'm finished.
Thank you very much, Alessandra. One question before we ask the audience. So you explained very clearly the kind of counterparts that you're expecting from the films, nominating the locations in the dialogues, for example, or in the press kit. Have you assessed how all the services that you provide and maybe the cutbacks in hotel costs, everything that you gather for the production, have you assessed how much money it could represent if they had to pay for it?
Well, doesn't work.
Yes.
Yes, it works? Okay. Well, it depends by the type of production, of course, but it depends by the visibility that the territory has, the amount of money that they will get. I mean, and where the movie comes out or where the TV program comes out. So everything is balanced on the visibility of the territory. So any funding is based on that. Well, for Inkart, I think that with all the incentives we gave, they must have saved about 200,000, 300,000, approximately, because we don't get into the production. We prepare everything, then we don't know how much they spend. They left on the territory 5 million euros in 2 months, and that's great for the territory. And since we get public money, I think that also the territory has to make some money besides giving services. So that was really fantastic. And now the territory is ready to host more productions after this success that we had.
Thank you. I think it's very interesting the way you pointed out, because it's true that producers very often, they tend to look only at locations that say, I have a film fund, or I have a tax incentive. And in some cases, and I think the example you gave is very interesting, the whole addition of all the services that the Film Commission can provide, all the connections you do and the service for free, can turn into an amount that they don't have to pay, which would be as high as perhaps a rebate they would have got from a film fund. So I think it's a very interesting way of presenting the role of a film commission.
Thank you very much. It's a little bit different, and we just work every situation in a different way, because we never find one project that is exactly identical to the other. So each project has its own soul.
They don't have any clue. So you've heard about Austria, Poland, Finland, Argentina, and part of Italy, the Italian Riviera. President.
I would like to set up a meeting. Can I meet you somewhere at the
Sure, we are here at the Italian booth, Ice.
I need your card and I want to meet
my
you
brother
also
is there,
for
so.
exam.
Yeah, it's film geisha. filmgeisha.com for Alessandra. Other questions from the audience about what you've heard?